So, why does it seem like the world hates black people, or why the world hates black people, or why we hate black people? I'm going to roll in the clip soon, right? Now, we've grown past this up here on this channel. We don't really talk about this anymore, whether the world love black people or not, because I think I have done a lot about this. I have given you reasons why the world has to be unfair to you. I've given you reasons why we go through what we go through as a melanated people. There is a lot of factors behind it, and all boils down to one thing. Okay? The world all came from melanated people. That is a fact. You don't argue this. And that is why there was a time we were doing a discussion here about man and mankind. You might be hearing the noises on the background. Please pardon me. We have been doing a lot here about the reasons why other races seem to be unfair. We've talked about the Asians, how originally their ancient ancestors were black. And that's why everything in the world have the DNA of the melanated people. Everything in the world have the gene, rather, of the melanated people. When you carry on a DNA test on everything in the world, from all the animals to the beings in the world, you discover that they have something of African in their DNA. They have the gene of the African people. Now you go to the Europeans, you do the same test on them, they have the gene of the African people in them. Because everything sprang from the black people. Everything sprang out. So it's not, we have proven it here time without number. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this back here to you is because of the way she puts it. I just felt like there are things these people know that you don't know. Okay? There are truths about your existence they know that you don't know. Like I was saying before, we have man and we have mankind. Now the world want to make you believe that we all are mankind or humankind. No. We have the original man, who is the original African melanated man. And then we have other beings who are like the original man. And that is why we have mankind, a kind of man. It's not right to the season. We are not here to cause some division. We are just here to educate ourselves and understand why the melanated community, the melanated people are always the ones who suffer in the world that we live in today. Because the kind of man or the kind of men are out there struggling to overthrow the original man. And how is it possible that you take out what you came out from? That's why there's chaos, there's commotion in the world. Let's listen to her and we'll take it up from there, Your Majesties.
Why are we hating black people? And no, it's not racism, it's lack of knowledge. That's what is. We, as human beings, all started with black. And that's mainly in Africa. The white supremacy cover it all up with their own lies. By removing and destroying monuments in Egypt, that is to look black, and started separating Egypt from Africa as if it's a different places. Now, they start to paint on movies that Egyptians are white, even making Jesus white. Well, in fact, he's black. Egyptians are mainly Africans. You see that clothes they are wearing? Those are for Africans. Then there's these lies about aliens and shit, that aliens are the ones who build the pyramid. Okay, then if that's what you believe, as you like. They found evidence in Egypt upon digging to find the oldest Bible, the oldest Quran, the Papyrus Ani, or the Book of Dead. All the characters are written on this 20,000 years old script and 52 feet long. That's approximately 16 meters deep. Are all African. It all started in Africa, and all the people are black. And white supremacy knows all about it, on how advanced the culture of African is. And that's the main reason why they targeted Africa, even for slavery in the first place, just to implement the white supremacy. That's why white people get justice quick, while black named as criminals and gang-related. Have you noticed it or no? These we see right now on televisions are all white supremacy agenda. Africa has everything you can think of, rich of minerals, resources. When I say everything, they have it all. They just get attacked by the wrong people. I mean, who hates black anyway? Only racist and jealous people hate black because they are just born with talents, sports, singing, you name it, and the best of friends that you can really trust.
All right, like I said, that was the reason why I brought it up to, maybe refresh our mind a little bit, that they know you, they know a lot of things that you do not know, or maybe you decide not to know about yourself. Okay, when she was talking about the saying aliens built the pyramids around the world, and then later on they started propagating this whole America is the ancient Egypt, that the pyramids in America is more than the pyramid in Africa, and forgetting that the first pyramid in the world is in Africa, Egypt. The first ever pyramid that was erected in the world is in Egypt, because that's the origin of pyramids. Then from there it went out to other parts. Okay, mind you, the world was closer before than now. The world was closer before than it is now. Oh, they propagate to you that those pyramids were put together by aliens. When that ideology was rampant, I was saying something. I said, they said this is aliens. We are those aliens. Okay? They want you to feel like it is something other, something out. Our ancestors lived, they grew, they developed, they constructed, they established empires, they introduced technologies to this world that we live in. We are powerful people.
Melanin. Melanin. Who knows this word? Who of you knows melanin? MELLANIN. Melanin. Anybody? Huh? Okay, you haven't. Yes, she knows because she works for the Virus Institute. And you know because you're a teacher. But what about you? You haven't started learning, particularly if you're a black person, unless you know what melanin is. Melanin is a carbon that does not deteriorate over time. Melanin is your black skin pigmentation. Or in plants, it is equivalent to chlorophyll. But it is the most powerful thing that you can have. In terms of people, we gauge your importance on the amount of melanin you have. So we say the darker the better. The darker the better. Melanin is produced by an enzyme. You know an enzyme? Called melatonin. 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 So you need melatonin to make melanin. But for melatonin to make melanin, it needs a catalyst enzyme that we call tyrosine 7. So you have tyrosine 7 to work with melatonin to produce melanin. If you have internet and you look for melatonin, you will find there are over 100,000 products made out of melatonin, basically made out of black skin. So melatonin, melanin, and tyrosine 7. If you have no tyrosine 7, you can't have black skin. You can't. And in biology, if you have no black skin, they will say you are depigmented, demelanized, or you are an albino. Yeah? You understand that? Yeah, Sebo, you know you have lights in the car. Yeah, just in case. So, If you have no black skin, you are an albino. In biology, white people are called albinos. And the word white comes from the Latin word albinus, which means white. So in biology, you have somebody who is depigmented, which means he has no pigment. Demelanized, who has no melanin. And if you are depigmented or no melanin, it means you are an albino.
But look at us today. And that is where we talk about divine unity. Because the question is, if Africans are so powerful, you see, all these things I'm talking about, I've been talking about it. So it's like I'm just touching here and there, bringing everything together. Why am I doing all this? That there are a lot of things these people know about you that you don't know. We talked about divine unity here. If Africa was so powerful, our ancestors introduced technology. It is the technologies that our ancestors developed that the world is living on today. Everything you think is new in this world today that you call technology has existed in the ancient times. Our ancestors are the foundation of everything called technology today in the world. Advanced technology that is beyond the comprehension of man today. So why do you think we cut off from all this greatness, the wisdom, knowledge, everything? Because we cut off from divine unity. When we tell you that we need to come back together, why do you think that the world is working to see that we are always divided as a melanated people? Why do you think that the world is putting everything in place to cause division between melanated people around the world? Why do you think so? If it's not important for them, why are they bent on? They have put in efforts, they're putting money, they're putting their time into the division of the melanated people. Because they know the moment we get united, and not just physical unity, the moment we get united mind, soul, and body, spiritually, that is when we get to, we get hold or get in touch with that us that established the world. Does it surprise you that anything that a black man touches flourishes? This is where you now understand that something is beyond just the physical. Everything that is invented in the world today, you see a white man there. Behind that white man, there is a black man. Behind every white successful man today, there is a black man. It is the black man behind that white man that is doing the whole job. The white man is just taking the glory. There are lots of inventions. Should I start naming them? You know all these things by kings and queens. You know all these things. But we are out of touch because we are okay with ourselves being divided. We are okay when we don't love each other. We are okay when our families are not together in love. We are okay to just go out there and show love to other races, but hate our own community. This is the reason why we are the cause of our problem. Until we change, nothing will change in the melanated community. Leave your thoughts and opinion there at the section, and I'll see you in my next one. Until then, love yourself, love others, stay safe, stay positive, always. Your Majesties. Bye for now.